Well, this is a video that I wasn't necessarily expecting to be making at this point in the NBA season, and that is the Chicago Bulls have waived a player. They have waived Goran Dragic, and that actually opens up $1.2 million under the tax for the Chicago Bulls. And so the biggest question is why now, right? A lot of people thought that the Bears were going to waive Goran Dragic or may waive him for the acquisition of Patrick Beverley. They ended up keeping him on, but now the fact that Goran Dragic appeared in 51 games for the Chicago Bulls so far this season. He averaged 6.4 points in that time, 1.4 rebounds, and 2.7 assists in 15.4 minutes per game. But, of course, with the addition of Patrick Beverley, moving Ayo Dosunmu to that bench rotation, it definitely closed some of those minutes at the guard position. And so now with that being said, with Goran Dragic being waived, the question is, why did the Bulls do it right now, and what could be on the horizon? Nerlens Noel, who was just recently released and bought out, could the Bulls go after Nerlens Noel? There's absolutely a possibility that could be on the horizon. Could the Bulls now, with them improving and looking a little bit better and doing a push for the for a play-in spot, hopefully maybe even a playoff spot, could the Bulls be looking to make another veteran acquisition? Right now, there's not any rumors. There's been nothing released. I kind of waited and delayed this video a little bit to see if we were going to hear any rumors or news over who the Bulls could be looking to bring in. Nerlens Noel could be a possibility for the Chicago Bulls. Like, not a major player, not anyone who may be factoring into their long-term plans, but in waiving Goran Dragic, they opened up a roster spot, and it couldn't be for a trade because we're past the trade deadline. So the purpose of the Bulls waiving Goran Dragic could absolutely be to facilitate them signing a Nerlens Noel or somebody else who's out there on the free agent market currently. The one thing that I will say that I hope that this is not for, it's just to save money. Because now that any team that does sign Goran Dragic, they would have to eat the $1.8 million remaining on his contract for the rest of the season. And knowing the ownership group that we have, and it's unfortunate that this is something that we have to worry about and concern ourselves with, is this a cost-saving measure by the Chicago Bulls ownership? Now, here's what I will say, right? The possibility of the Bulls doing this for a cost-cutting maneuver is full, right? And it could be valid. Not only is it a cost-cutting measure, but it is one that the Bulls really don't necessarily need Goran Dragic at this point in the season. Adding Pat Bev, seeing the impact he's had on the team. You still have Ayo there. You still have Alex Caruso there. You still have Kobe White there. So there's enough there, especially with Goran Dragic already being on the injury report as well. Is this maybe a sign or indication that maybe Goran Dragic isn't healthy, and maybe the injuries that he's dealing with could be something that's bigger than what we expect, right? Of course, now I'm spitballing. I'm kind of guesstimating and doing things like that to try to figure out what this could mean for the Chicago Bulls. But at the end of the day, it's this, right? Him getting waived, the fact that now that he's out there on the market, it could be something. And there are going to be teams interested in Goran Dragic. When you look at what he was able to do for the Chicago Bulls, the fact that he could be a backup, it's already been some rumors around that the Toronto Raptors could be interested in him being their backup point guard. So there could be something there, and it sucks. I like Goran Dragic. I like what he did when he was here, when he actually played. But with all the things surrounding Goran, him not being healthy, things like that, there's enough signs and indication there that just maybe the Bulls are doing this so they can go after somebody else on that buyout or free agent market. I know some people have brought up Melo, some people have brought up Cousins, some people have brought up, other players that are out there. But it kind of coincides. It's so quickly after Nerlens Noel was waived or bought out that maybe there is some smoke to that fire there. Maybe we could be talking about, and I could be dropping an additional video here, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, that says the Chicago Bulls are signing Nerlens Noel. And considering the lack of size, considering some things like that, could be a pretty solid move for the Chicago Bulls. Let me know down below, what do you guys think? Do you think that the Bulls did this to just save money? Or do you think they did this with a acquisition in mind? And is that acquisition Nerlens Noel? If not, who do you think it could be? Let me know all that down below. This is the @1 spot for everything Chicago Bulls related because of you guys. Make sure you're following the show at Bulls Central Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullcentralpod@gmail.com. And then lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for our mailbag episodes, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. We are the #1 spot for everything Chicago Bulls related, as I already said. And I'll catch you guys here tonight for the live stream, pregame, halftime, postgame shows, all live tonight on the channel. So make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. That's it for me for today. See red if you can. If not, love you guys. Peace, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.